Hello dear students, I'm really glad that you are watching this video. While watching, do some notes that are going to help you with the homework. I know that some students are confused about conditionals and wishes, and that's why I've decided to do the consolidation lesson. Stay with me and be attentive. Conditional sentences have two parts, an if clause and a main clause. Let's have a look at the examples. If a lot of people come, we will have to get extra chairs. So, if a lot of people come is the conditional clause or the if clause. We will have to get extra chairs is the main clause. Unless you book weeks in advance is the if clause. You won't get a flight is the main clause. If the if clause goes before the main clause, we put a comma to separate two parts of the sentence. For example, if I see him, the comma, I'll give him the message. If the main clause goes before the if clause, we do not need a comma. I'll give him the message, no comma, if I see him. There are four types of conditional sentences. They are classified according to their specific implications. Each type of conditional sentences uses different tenses to show the difference in their implications. Type 0. If the ice melts, it becomes water. Type 1. If I see her, I'll give her a message. Type 2. If I went, I wouldn't speak to him. Type 3. If it had rained, I would have taken an umbrella. Nota bene, or take special notes. We use if to show that something might happen. We use when to show that something will definitely happen. If Steve calls, tell him I'll be back in 10 minutes. Steve might call. When Steve calls, tell him I'll be back in 10 minutes. Steve is sure to call. Type 0 conditionals. We use the present simple in the if clause and in the main clause. Uses. When the result is always true and scientific facts. For example, if you hate ice, it melts. If I miss this bus, I am late for work. The first conditionals. Real present. We use present simple in the if clause and future simple in the main clause. Uses. To predict what will happen given certain other facts. We use it for things that will probably happen in the real future or for predictions. For example, if you study hard, you will pass your exams. If it rains, there will be a lot of traffic. We also use shall, can, or may instead of will. The second conditional, unreal present. We use past tense, past simple, or past continuous in the if clause and would, could, might, plus infinitive in the main clause. Uses. We use the second conditional to express imaginary situations which are contrary to facts in the present and therefore are unlikely to happen in the present or future. They are also used to give advice. For example, if I won the lottery, I would travel around the world. If we didn't have to work today, we could have a picnic. The third conditional, unreal past. We use the past perfect in the if clause and would, could, might, plus have, plus past participle in the main clause. We use the third conditional to talk about a hypothetical situation in the past. For example, if I had been more careful, I wouldn't have made such a big mistake. Types of conditional. Summary. The table shows how the main types of conditionals relate to one another. The first column, true, real conditional or zero conditional. If it snows, we get our skis out. We do this every time it snows. The second column, likely, possible. First conditional, if she gets the job, we will celebrate. It is possible or likely she will get the job. The third column, Less likely, less possible, the second conditional. If we had more students, we would run the course. It is less likely or unlikely that we will get more students. And the last one, impossible, the third conditional. If the rent had been lower, I would have taken the flat. The rent was not low enough. Let's practice. We're gonna put the verbs in brackets into their correct forms. The first sentence, I would have read the letter if the space, it was from you. So we can guess that this sentence is the third conditional. If I had known. The second sentence, if Tony doesn't help in the gardens, I, the space, not finish my working time. So I will not finish. Sentence number 3. If you, the space, me about Maxwell's birthday, I would forget it. So, and this is the second conditional, and we use the past simple in the if clause. If you didn't tell me. Sentence number 4. We, the space, the train earlier if Mary had found her purse. This is the third conditional, so we use would plus have plus participle, would have caught. Sentence number 5. If Susan, the space, the poem, she would have known the answer. So she had learned. If it, the space, too hot, we will stop and get a cold drink. If it is too hot, we will stop. Sentence number 7. If it, the space, today I will stay home. So if it didn't rain. Sentence number 8. If the professor spoke clearly, we would understand him better. Sentence number 9. If Sasha went home now, he would meet his own brother. And I'm sure Benny will come if you wait a bit longer. We can also form conditionals by using unless, providing, provided that, so as long as, on condition that, what if, that, suppose, supposing, otherwise, if not, but for, or in brackets else, even if, in case of, in the event of, etc. For example, unless you help me, I won't finish on time. I'll water the plants providing or provided that I have time this afternoon. So, or as long as you promise to be back by midnight, you can go to the party. So, mixed conditionals. Often things that did or did not happen in the past have results which continue or are still important in the present. We can emphasize this by using F with the past perfect verb and would in the main clause. For example, if I hadn't met Charles, I wouldn't be here now. I met Charles, so I'm here now. She wouldn't still be working for us if we hadn't given her a pay rise. We gave her a pay rise, so she is still working for us. Wishes. We use the verb wish and the expression if only to express a wish. If only is more emphatic or more dramatic than I wish. I wish I were a millionaire. If only I had more time. Wish or if only plus would. This structure is used for a polite imperative and to express our desire for a change in a situation or someone's behavior. For example, I wish you would be more attentive. Wish or if only plus past simple or past continuous. This structure is used when we want to say that we would like something to be different in the present. For example, I wish I were smarter. Wish or if only plus past perfect. This is used to express regret that something happened or didn't happen in the past. I wish or if only I hadn't stolen the motorbike. Your homework. Do the quiz. The link is given in the instruction. Do your homework and send to your teachers no later than the 22nd of April. Take care of yourself and goodbye.